From Campamento Grey, it's an easy 11-kilometre walk following Lago Grey to Campamento Paine Grande.
So yeah, it was a pretty easy day, pretty windy and cold, but yeah, really easy going. Lots of people on the trail, which has been different for us because we've now joined the W, which is quite a popular walking track. So yeah, passing lots of people on the trail, and sadly also the effects of having people here was painfully obvious all day, because most of the day we were walking through a massive area that had been burnt out by stupid campers accidentally setting fire to the bush, which ruined basically that whole stretch that we were walking for the whole day, which will never regenerate. And there's things starting to grow there now, but those trees that were lost will never grow back. So that was a real shame. But yeah, no, it's really lovely here. We've got a different changing view. We can start to see the horns now, and different aspect that we've come around.
From Campamento Paine Grande is a short 7.5-kilometre walk to Campamento Italiano. From here we hiked up the Valle del Francese in the afternoon, completing the 11-kilometre return trip. Last night we stayed at Paine Grande, and that was a bit of an interesting experience because I've never actually been on a walk before where I can have a few pisco sours after I pitched my tent, so that was quite nice. And today we've walked from Paine Grande to Camp Italiano, and that was an interesting walk. You could still see a lot of the forest that was burnt a few years ago on the upside. It's a little bit easy to see the mountains and the streams, but that's a pretty hefty price to pay for a small glimpse of extra mountains. And but surprisingly, about 3/4 of the way, the forest wasn't burnt, and it was really quite nice up to Camp Italiano. And then this afternoon, we've just done the most amazing walk up through the French Valley, and we're at the top of the lookout now, and there's just this most amazing natural amphitheatre of just towers and rock formations, and it's just stunning. And we're at the beautiful time of year where we're following a creek the whole way up, and just the Notophagus, the Lenga especially, is just changing colour. It's going all the colours of reds and oranges and yellows. It's just a sensational walk. It was a really spectacular outing, and the weather's amazing. Not a breath of wind, and it's beautiful and warm. What more could you ask for? Today was the shortest walk of 5.5 kilometres to Campamento Cuernas.
So you may think we've finished the hike, but no, we've got days of walking left. We've just decided to embrace what hiking in Torres Del Paine is actually about. We had some issues last night in our tent. Some rodents got in. They chewed a hole through 2 of our 3 water bladders. They chewed right through Stu's pack and into our food supply. They didn't like it much, so they had to go up my puffy jacket. So we decided that we didn't really like all that either. So we've decided to sample the other side of what walking in Torres Del Paine can be about. And this is what it can be about. Towels, soaps, open fire in your private room. And when you step outside of your private room, have incredible views out over the lake towards the mountains. And you can even soak in your hot tub that's over there, a little fire going, the water's warming up for us quite nicely. So I don't know if it gets better than this, but I'm pretty happy with this. Cheers.